Hello students, and welcome to your science lesson today. Today we're going to be working with solids, liquids, and gases. And your learning objective is I can describe characteristics of solids, liquids, and gases and the properties of each state. You're going to need your science journal or a piece of paper and a pencil. On your piece of paper, I want you to make 3 columns. Something like that. And you're going to label each column with the word solid, liquid, and gas. One column will be labeled solid. One column will be labeled liquid. And the last column will be labeled gas. When your journal is ready, you're going to go on a scavenger hunt. So what I want you to do right now is to go around your home, and I want you to make a list of things that you find in your home that are solids, liquids, and gases. So again, your job is to go on a scavenger hunt around your home and make a list of things that are solids, liquids, and gases that you can find. Go ahead and pause the video now and go find as many things as you can around your home. Now that you're back with some examples, I want you to check your list using the definitions of our states of matter. The definition of solids are things that keep their volume and shape when placed in a different container. So I know when I hold a solid in my hands, that shape doesn't change as I move it around in my hand. It stays together, and this volume and the shape stay together the whole time. So some of the examples of solids that I found in my home were bar stool chairs, a plant, a toaster, and my dog Lily, and her toy. I know that all of these items are solids because they keep their volume, or how much space they take up. They don't get bigger or smaller, and they keep their shape. So if I was to pick up any of these items and move it around, it would keep the same shape in my hands. Go ahead and check your list now. Was everything you found solids? Now let's look at liquids. Liquids are things that keep their volume but take the shape of the container they are in. So a liquid will continue to have the same amount of space it takes up, that's what the volume, but it's going to change its shape depending on the container, so depending on where it's sitting. Some of the liquids I found in my home were milk, the water in my dog's bowl, and hand sanitizer. I know these are all liquids because they're keeping the same volume, but if I pour them out, they're going to be a different shape. So if I was to pour the whole gallon of milk out onto the floor, it's going to spread across the floor, and it's not going to look like the same shape as the gallon anymore. So that means it's changing the shape and taking the shape of whatever container it's in. I know when I pour hand sanitizer on my hands, it comes out in drops, and when I rub it together, it changes its shape. Last, let's look at gases. Gases are things that take the volume and shape of the container they are in. So this means that a gas can change its size, and it can also change its shape like a liquid. I found gas in all of the air inside my home. So all the air that I'm breathing in and out is a gas. I also found this balloon that was blown up with air inside of it, with oxygen. And I know that this is a gas because when I blew the air out of my mouth to blow up the balloon, that air spread into the balloon and changed its shape to make my balloon bigger. So go back and check your solids, liquids, and gases and see if you put them in the correct category. Look around the room you're in now. Is there anything else you could add now that you know the definition of solids, liquids, and gases? Great job finding your items. What we learned today were solids are things that can keep their volume and shape when placed in a different container. Liquids keep their volume, but they take a different shape when they're moved into a different container. And gases change volume and shape depending on what type of container they're in. Thanks for joining for our lesson.